Ah, Venom, let there be carnage, but not too much carnage now. We don't want to get carried away with the carnage. The Venom sequel is one of those 90-minute movies that hardcore feels like you're watching a much longer film that was hastily condensed down to, I don't know, give it more showtimes in the theater since I don't know what the reviews are gonna be like. This thing starts out rough, man. There's a younger Cletus Cassidy at the beginning, and they don't do the de-age thing, but I kinda wish they did, because they have a younger actor who looks nothing like Woody Harrelson, but then they get Woody to dub his voiceover, and it's unintentionally hilarious. The editing feels rough and fast-paced in a bad way. There's a shot earlier on in the movie that's an unused shot from a scene later in the film. The first act feels like one of those quote-unquote sequels where they shot too much footage from the first one and then cobbled scenes together for another movie. That's not to say I don't appreciate some things about the film. The first one definitely had bits of comedy, but this one really feels like you're watching a straight-up buddy sitcom. I do really like Hardy's performance here. He goes all in on the physical comedy, and the timing of it is excellent. The back and forths he has with Venom are natural as they go for it in the comedy banter. I just wish the jokes were better, because while I like the physicality of the performance, it's not like I was laughing a lot. And there's some weirdness in the movie too, like Venom going to a rave and giving a speech, and then doing a mic drop. But like I said at the beginning, for a movie called Let There Be Carnage, it really doesn't let there be much carnage. Woody Harrelson is great and over the top in the movie, and sure, he throws a truck off a bridge at one point and swallows a guy in a tornado, but a lot is off camera as he's mainly concerned with organizing a wedding with Shriek. That's another thing that makes me wish the writing was better, because in a movie where Woody Harrelson is a serial killer who busts out of jail and wants to save his lover who is also locked up, this is like a super villain Natural Born Killers. I like the part where they had their reunion kiss from Carnage crushing the glass that she's locked up in and then lifts them both up and puts them in a convertible. Goddamn though, I wish the execution was better. It's a movie where characters talk about eating people, but it's like you're watching a hastily edited for TV version. The cuts from people getting their heads bitten off are frequent and confusing, to the point to where sometimes I wasn't even sure if a character died or not. The movie feels small. It's like you blink and you're at the climax. Michelle Williams is back in it, but that goes nowhere. And with so little that Carnage does, it's like you're watching an episode of an old Venom television series where Carnage is the villain of the week. But it's not like I can't see anyone enjoying it. Hey, if you're gonna watch a mediocre comic book movie, might as well be one that's 90 minutes and not over 2 hours. But maybe an extended cut could be better. With it being short, it does move along fast, so it's not like it's boring. The mid-credit scene is probably the best scene, and is actually pretty important to see in the grand scheme of things. And it was a lot better than some sequel foreshadowing they do with one character near the end that just made the audience go, "What?" I don't know, if you're really nostalgic for the kind of comic book movie you would have gotten in the late 90s or early 2000s, this is it, because wow, could I have believed this was a movie from that era. This is one you would leave and be like, I guess it was good. I mean, it was better than Spawn, I suppose. I'll give it a C. I like the performances, the effects are good, but it's a mess, and this plot deserves better. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel today, and we'll see you next time.